And we welcome you back into Pioneer Arena, where Tusculum has just knocked off the Wingate Bulldogs in overtime, 82-73. We're joined by Coach Devan Carter, who's Pioneers' first and third periods not so good. Second, fourth, and overtime was outstanding. But before we even get there, we had to get to overtime. And Shanice Whitener, with 13 seconds, fires a three-pointer. Is it how you drew it up in there, or was it just a senior who realized nobody's guarding and I've got an open look?
You know what? I'm not going to take complete credit for that. It was a combination of both. It was a read play for Shy, and I think she just did a great job of realizing they sank behind the screen, and she just stepped up and knocked in a huge shot. The play was for her, or for her to split through the middle of the zone and hit Malin in the corner. So a great read by Shy, a great shot. She actually, Coach Fox and her have been working on that shot so much, and because she's been, we think she can shoot that off the traffic stream, and cold-blooded shot.
No question. You wouldn't be here without two players. She's one of them. The other one is someone we call Malin Head. She got married over the summer, but she's Malin Cutshaw, because she played like Malin Cutshaw here tonight. Career high in 27 points, knocked down threes to start, career numbers there, but it's her gritty, gutty, pull-up jumper off a break, because it's the best option to take right there. And it's somebody that understands the game, and you needed that veteran leadership tonight.
No doubt about it. I just told our girls that in all my years of basketball, at all different levels, she's the most selfless player I've been around. She works her butt off. And, the other day we're in extra work and she just pops in. She's not supposed to be playing.
Right, exactly.
Let's be clear about this. She's not supposed to be playing. And, not only that, I come in the morning times and she's working out in the pool. And she's doing everything she can with our training staff to get ready to play games. And tonight we needed, her veteran leadership. She competed her butt off. She got crucial rebounds. And I told our girls that, the basketball, you get what you put into it, and she's put a lot into it, and it's no surprise to me that this happened to Malin. What a phenomenal player. She's a coach's dream.
Yeah. You had to try to figure out your rotation here today with some of the players, what was working, what was not working. Let's talk about the first and third periods, because it looked like we weren't on the floor, and that's when Wingate excelled. And what they did was get to the offensive glass. They really hurt us in the offensive glass, really in just two periods of this game.
Yes. I told our girls that this definitely wasn't a pretty win, but we'll take it. But make no mistake about it, we got to do a better job on the glass. And it seems like, I don't know what it is. That first and third quarter, we were very lax on the glass. We got our hands on balls, but we didn't go with two hands to grab the basketball. And I told our girls, that's something that we just got to get better at. And, I felt like down the stretch especially, we got those 50-50 balls. We do a loose ball, 50-50 ball drill, save it or eat it drill every single day in practice. And I would like to say that came in handy down the stretch, but I'm just wondering what took so long. But some crucial rebounds down the stretch. Kristen Atwell, Malin Head, Casey Johnson. Huge rebounds down the stretch.
No question. And McMillian, who has a season high, was 16 today. It's not like we didn't rebound. It just seemed like they really got after it. Plus, another thing Wingate did, just to point out some of the things that I've noticed, they got a lot of assists off shots, and I don't know if that's was great cutting, great recognition by that team. I thought Robinson to Witherspoon, two freshmen, they really hurt us. What changed? Why did we stop their interior, and why did we stop giving up, easy buckets against them?
Well, made an adjustment in the back of our zone. Wingate is a well-coached team. I told our girls that there's a reason why she was a Division I head coach for so long, why she's been in Final Four games at the Division I level and everything else, and make no mistake, they're going to be ready for us. They did a great job against our zone early. I felt like we were standing and watching a lot. I felt like, we were just not in a stance most of the possession. I felt like, in the fourth quarter, especially when we made our run, we did a great job of communicating in the back of our zone, staying in the stance, calling cutters, and, I just think we did a great job of that in the fourth quarter and overtime.
To me, it was a difficult game because I saw a lot. I saw some travels. I saw there's contact there, but there wasn't there. Was it a difficult game for your players to kind of get into the flow and how the style that they could play in this game?
Yeah, but we tell our girls that, obviously you got to adjust and, you got to get a feel for how the game's going to be officiated early. One thing I will say is I felt like they let us play tonight, and I felt like that we had some drives that, we just drove in traffic a few times where we should have just taken that escape dribble and pulled it back out. But I thought down the stretch, we had to be tough with the basketball. I felt like we did that. And I felt like that our girls did a great job of adjusting to a style of play that was being officiated tonight. So credit to our girls. It took us a while, but we finally got there.
I'd like to give you some credit. You had to figure out your rotation tonight. You had Depew out there, and then Wilson was there ready to go. And I think they attacked Depew.
Yeah.
They made it difficult for her. And I thought Wilson handled that pressure. Whitener handled that pressure. You figured that out. You had two people that played all 45 minutes in this basketball game here tonight. This was a total team effort here tonight.
No doubt about it. We've been preaching to our girls all year that it is a marathon, not a sprint. You got to continuously grind, continuously try to get better, and it's tough. And good teams, they figure it out. The key to winning is you just got to be consistent. And we've tried to just work hard consistently. We've tried to have a toughness about our team. We tried to instill a toughness about our team. And this was a complete team win. You have, Kristen McMillian, 16 rebounds, in foul trouble most of the game, but she fouls out. Kristen Atwell steps in, gets some huge minutes, some crucial rebounds. Obviously, in the overtime, she was huge in the post on Morgan. So, I'm just so proud of this group because they really gritted and grinded this win out. And it was tough. There's a reason why Wingate's been the top dog in our league for so long.
Yeah.
Because one thing about they're going to compete and they're going to play hard. And I told our girls that they might not realize the magnitude of this win right now, but it is a huge win because that's been the staple in our league for almost a decade. It's been the Wingate Bulldogs. So, credit to our girls for showing up and competing tonight.
Hey, you just went 3-0 this week.
Whew.
That's pretty impressive.
What a week.
Nationally ranked Wingate waits. They did beat Newberry today, so they'll be trying to hang on to first place. You guys will be going there and trying to get a win.
There you go. Let's go.
Thank you much. Best of luck Wednesday.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
It's Devan Carter. Pioneers get the win by final in overtime, 82-73. Malin Head when we return after this on the Pioneer Sports Network.